上海大师赛淘汰战 DRG 对上 FUT，DRG 要赢还得看 Luke 和 Vukasu 的发挥，究竟谁会拿下胜利，免于淘汰呢？
On any of this, there's nothing to suggest the rotation's going to be coming through. Yetuche with 2 on the round already. And the site should be open. Nick playing back, trying to hold things down on his own, and he will fall, leaving TZH all on his own and still rotating back A. 7 this time. But they're already past it.
Oh, this Omen TP.
All the way in, and I don't think they know he's there.
To heaven?
Oh,
surely
yeah,
not.
he's thinking about it. Wisely thinks twice.
Yeah.
Now has to take a step back. The cutting of noise has led to a rotation back B. So they're able to sit on this, but you're right, the shots are so crispy out from FUT.
30 seconds
And so they
left.
brute force their way out onto the site. They get every single kill, with the exception of TZH, and Adacaptain knows where he is. A flawless bonus. You've been talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that trip. Ooh,
But
messy.
no punish there, Doug.
Well, the timing was just brutal. Vukasu was falling off of box as soon as the trip goes off. But a little bit of success found. Numbers away of the defense for the first time all map. Mr. Fallen quietly creeping up into Hookah. There's a lot of presence here, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Xion 7 on the rotate. Luke with Hop is going to be on the flank.
Nice shot.
Very nicely done. Adacaptain has no idea where the other member is. Both will fall, and DRG get their first.
Another 5v3 post plan.
Oh, they didn't know? I thought they had a great idea that he was there, but he punished his. FUT still up number, Spike still planted. Vukasu and Nick with much to do. They've gotten out onto the side. A 1-for-1 surely doesn't add up this way, but it's all he's down to once. He's got Seekers as well. Does he choose to use them? Facing into the wall, taking the decay. Fight not given. Yetuche patient, the snap was almost there.
4 players for DRG, geared and ready here.
We've gotten silly, haven't we?
Yeah. The judge is so strong in that U-Haul position.
An interesting decision. But FUT now down numbers. Mr. Fallen weak.
Gunner.
And TZH is, he's dialed in.
He's so good. A lot of success from DRG stems off of his back. I mean, he's kind of like a hard carry almost.
Still alive here. Still with an opportunity to secure the round.
30 seconds left.
If he is the hard carry, they're going to have to solve him. And that cNed does. Both 43 HP. You're still down in numbers in a really big way. And you've got Nick who's on a flank.
Satchel out.
Wall's closing in. Time is short. They're going to have to find some space and do so quickly.
Grenade. Satchel out.
Paranoia, though, setting in as they have no idea where the opposition is. They invest the Harbor ult. Luke gets 3. He TP's in. But the ult used on the other side, not going to connect.
30 seconds
but they
left.
know he's there. The satchel, the nade, everything to keep him at bay. Meanwhile, Adacaptain tries getting a little bit back sight, but he's gone a bit too far. Mr. Fallen, a 1v4, now 1v2. Xion 7, 10 HP. He just doesn't really have the time to do this. Checking every single corner. That's another one that falls.
I got this.
They've got a crossfire on him, though. You have no idea that Nick was playing in pipes.
Onto the B site.
Even with the trip, Vukashu's got to be careful.
Yeah, all he has to do is live here, get some kills. This works.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, TZH is so good.
I thought he was going to survive that. I really did. cNed with the Sheriff in a 1v4, but DRG played that really nicely. I mean, Vukasu called that there was a lot of pressure coming in on the opposite side of the map. It's all it is separating these two squads, and pistols again for the EMEA reps. This is the one that they win.
B.
Just like that. 3 members dead on the side of DRG.
Last player standing.
Oh. FUT decided to fight fire with fire.
That might just be the approach.
I suggest you move.
There it is, right on cue, including satchel forward. Luke getting the best of Mr. Fallen. Nicely done from the duelist.
That's showstopper now.
Triggered right on time. Oh, they pass right by each other, but he sees them. The wisps from the Reckoning give him away. cNed and Adacaptain, the last 2 that stand.
Xion 7 killed Yetuche on the flank, and now he's already in shower. He knifed out. I don't think FUT are going to be aware of this harbor.
The timing could be disastrous. It's so tricky to deal with, but they've gotten it down to 2. cNed spotting another. But again, this, oh, that was the win condition.
It was.
Now position given away. Smoke on the side, he's gotten it down to 1. cNed has op, or excuse me, has ult. Unbelievable. Played it perfectly. That ult. Mr. Fallen's on the flank, they know where he is. The trip catches him, the ult catches him. Nowhere to go.
And Xion7 just slipped the net as well.
It's the second time now. Can he punish? Yes, he can.
There it is.
Cracks falls. 3v2 the way of the attack and tap onto the defuse.
Not again.
TZH has to win it alone and he can't.
It could be fruitful.
Ult popped.
That's a great ult.
It's really nice. Nick falls. There's really nowhere for them to go, but they're trying to brute force their way in.
Can't use that.
The Bucky. He's got 1 to his name already, and he's in a perfect spot to potentially get another one.
Lukash is so weak though. Xion7 is as well. They're not healthy, man. Oh, but they're gonna pull it off. cNed with the up. Changing a less precise weaponry, but more effective, more aggressive.
1 enemy remaining.
Xion7, 6 HP. Trying to tuck in the cove. Will fall.
cNed does this.
Taking space. Oh, what
Okay.
shot. Again, they can shoot, man. That's never in question. Nice timing on Mr. Fallen. Trying to back him up, but DRG are a step ahead of it.
At a captain's Omen teleport is just not working this map. He just teleported in the open.
That knife tagging 3. Spotting the last. They know exactly where everyone is.
He has a flash.
This is win. Oh. They know where Krax is. I really like that from Luke. A nade on the other side, from one side, a spam on the other to try to corner him. But Krax manages to dance around everything and almost gets away with it.
2 spam kills this round.
So you don't need to see him.
And all DRG need to do now is play a disciplined post plant. And that's why you see TZH all the way in the back, holding the only gap that's possible. And he will have a Molly lineup as well if anybody taps the bomb.
FUT are gonna go for this. They don't really have the money to, but they commit.
Good timing from Luke. He's got 21 kills now. When did that happen?
A 5v5, the paranoias, both flashes out. Luke taking a lot of damage, down to 40 HP. Nick isn't much better off.
Oh no,
Xion7 as well, they're all in tatters, but what they do have is the element of surprise! Yetujay gets 2, but the trade there! Number still the way of the defense as cNed is looking to put him away himself. Time is short, Bukashu can be the hero. He got it to half. He should get the defuse. 1.81. FUT tap, you imagine.
The spam will come through.
I expect the Yetujay to try to take the fight. The door goes down and so does Xion7. Yetujay on the trade though, not able to put up much more of a fight. Luke slowing things down to 55 HP, and cNed's there to surprise him, punish him, drop him. They're still healthy though on the side of DRG. There's still a chance at this. So 2v2 as Krax falls. Trying to reposition down into hell. They're gonna have to play on the other side of the smoke. The Molly's gonna buy a little bit of time. They have a flash as well. There's no other utility on the side of the attack. cNed on the prowl. They both are trying to get up ahead of the smoke and get the kills. And they are going to succeed.
And he's once more ahead of the rest of the squad. Yetujay takes his head off.
Remember the rifle that he invested.
What?
Snaps onto 2, doesn't get a single kill, but
Yeah, forget the rifle, Doug.
still gets the space.
But again, it's these scenarios in the post plant.
Nick tried getting ahead of this.
Huh?
Nick might pull this thing off by himself. Bukashu still hasn't taken any damage, still has a rifle in hand and will fall.
One-way flash, it should not be hitting cNed at all.
Does hit the cam though.
It's a big kill.
And he punishes Mr. Fallen.
Yeah.
How does he get away with that? Meanwhile, Ad Captain out behind them.
Spike
Takes care of loot. The spike is sitting across the middle of the map.
Cover going up.
Just as quickly as the round starts, it's down to a 1v2.
It's only been like 25 seconds. And there's kills everywhere.
He's dead.
Let me just...
Wow, I was so fixated on beat. Oh, cNed saw the dab. He saw the barrel.
And he lands the shot.
Jeez.
Of course he does. DRG trampling over A. He's got a little bit of KJ utility, but that will go down as the ult goes off. Attic after the spam to the smoke will connect, but FUT trying to hold the line with the numbers advantage and ults aplenty. DRG continue to push though.
I almost don't want DRG to plant the spike, Doug. Is that bad?
Flashbang.
Yeah. Flash up in heaven, TZH. Pushing cracks off. And now the smoke. This has been where they fall apart. They're down in numbers too, man. The spam as they've got the lockdown, but Nick going aggressive. He might catch another ult, but he's been caught. Fully sold out on that play, leaving TZH to be the hero on his own, a 1v2. Both members weak. Waiting, daring for the swing. The first will fall. 5 bullets left. Yetuj got it to half. The Molly will buy a little bit of time. There he is on the swing, and TZH the hero again.
After this. And I like that from Nick.
And there it is, right on cue, tag. Oh, it's so tempting to go after Jet in a position like that. He gets a kill on him, but Nick commits to the plant. Meanwhile, TZH, the hero from the previous round, on the flank, but it's covered.
Look at how they
cNed has to mind his footing. Still lands the shots on a Jet2J. DRG should not have been able to get away with that. And the numbers advantage, one more, the flash through. Whoa, my gosh, a second falls. 5 HP though. Mr. Fallen, he's got an Odin up in heaven.
Standing ahead.
Switching to the rifle, going aggressive, having to get the defuse, the shock. Just a little bit off the mark, but he's surrounded. He's cornered in, he's got nowhere to go. Back-to-back rounds for DRG.
Yeah, but remember behind.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh. cNed landing a shot onto the first, but swings back in and connects onto Luke. Krax has gotten 3! How in the world does he get away with that? I'm gonna get a good look at it again.
Oh my gosh.
Now DRG decides to slow things down for just a moment. The paranoia out, no real way for them to find a little bit of traction. Having to just face the smoke, and they do so with success. There was nothing on the other side of that.
Just timings. Timing peaks everywhere.
Spike planted.
Big numbers advantage here. A 2v4 turns into a 2v3. One step closer. TZ's position here really nice. And it's not just him.
Suppressed.
There's a little bit of help on the other side. Bukashu playing in hell.
Flashbang.
The fight's gonna go sideways. Here's where it'll go. But a really nice setup by DRG at the end there.
Good.
Paranoia as the dash come through. Luke finding some comfort.
Good flash.
In it, but they're still alive here.
Oh.
They still haven't been cleared.
Oh, cracks.
They're gonna do it again. A 3v2. The op has arrived, but Bukashu's holding the line. Attic goes up a bit too far. Now the door down. Too many targets to deal with, but he's finding them all.
Huh?
They connect. He surprised us before.
Nick is isolated right now.
And Bukashu's dead. cNed pushing forward, trying to find a little bit of space. Turns over to the blades, and he goes out. Drops Shi on 7, tries to get the head off Luke. Cannot connect. They're so weak. Luke does it again.
And DRG get 5 going into next half.
And another situation where it felt... Luke is really impressed these last 2 maps. And Attic Captain gets bested, A main.
They have Nick stuck right now. Cracks with the KO molly.
Oh, cNed dashing forward, taking the fights on his own. Finding Luke. Fortunately for DRG, the TZH is alive.
Enemy remaining.
Mr. Fallen has to win this 1v2. He's got to try to get the spike, and he's spotted. Maybe look
trap.
for a cam, yeah. He's out. Oh my goodness, he was ahead of it. Execution style. cNed and Krax don't know what hit him.
And he's going for more.
Ooh, just narrowly missing that window.
The name of the game now is just discipline.
FUT have to be careful here, man. You cannot let DRG back into this game.
1 enemy remaining.
They're going to be on an eco in this next round.
Here.
The other
They're running him down.
The other concerning thing too here for FUT is that there are a couple of ults that are starting to come online for DRG.
Yep.
Pressure.
You should run.
Blades over the top though. Luke trying to get some high ground, does connect on the blades. Now dashing back, he got in, he got his kill, and he gets out. Nicely done. Oh, he's hunting for more. He's wrapping around, Captain's dead. Understanding where the pressure's coming from, they have to turn their attention forward. But they've inserted a couple of members mid.
Proactivity from FUT, and they heard this cat drop.
Almost gets both. Only one found. Can Yetu succeed here?
Krax is still alive. Anything's possible.
A 1v2. Taking a little bit of damage. Now they know where he is. That's the only flash he's got to his name. Knife won't matter. Util empty. The second flash through. Walls closing in. He can fear the footsteps.
Battle things here. Over the top of boat. Oh, as I say that, Bukashu has his teammates back.
Over the top. That was the punish. A flash in his face. Has to dash. Has to try to stay alive.
All the meanwhile, that trip is still alive.
It was a cool idea to get the KO ult out at the beginning, but they just run into a brick wall after that. And the brick wall's name is Bukashu. What a hold. We are tied. Calls for the smoke and just destroys Luke. Pure fill.
That was such a nice shot.
If they hit the timing right here, they can commit onto this beast. Shield 7's by himself. It's hidden main. The flash out through, Nick holding the line, holding the space and trying to just take the fight.
That was
seconds
Sheriff
left.
still playing backside by himself. Now surrounded by the utility, by the members of FUT that are knocking on his door.
Here.
Bukashu and TZH has not fired the weapon.
Whoa!
A snap again onto cNed because of the drone that was coming out from main.
Yeah.
Captain's TP forward already, but he falls. I don't know that they're going to find access into the site, man. I don't know that they're going to be able to brute force their way through. They're trying to peek out one by one through the smokes. A lot of value has been found on the other side of the timeout. What's it called? Nick already peppered. And he's been sectioned off. The one benefit is there's a little bit of help via TZH if he can stay alive, but now position given away. The paranoia comes out. Luke has to tuck. Captain falls. They've held the line. 3 of them fall. The spike in no man's land unless cNed can do something about it, and he cannot.
30 seconds left.
cNed on the reposition. Still has that glass cannon in hand. But Shion 7 getting up close. Mr. Fallen on the counter. The attack still with a little bit of bite to it. Although outnumbered. 10 seconds left. Now committing to the spike plant.
10 seconds
Bukashu
left.
trying to play aggressively on the other side of the smoke, facing into it by himself, recklessly pushing forward. The high-low waiting on the other side as it dissipates, he jumps and he falls! Now it's on to TZH to win this 1v3 as the spike has been planted. He's got time on his side, but he's all on his own, and he will fall. And he's holding the line. Can they get past this? He's ahead of the smoke, spots the feet, cannot connect. And now spam through with the shorty in hand. They decide to ignore him for now, but you gotta be careful. He's right on your shoulder. The defense will have to hold the line here as best as they can. 3 apiece, potentially for tournament life. The spam not connecting, 10 HP, he will fall. TZH has been a hero, but he will not convert.